You came here to learn how to script a video that books 5K clients. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact script writing system that helped one of my clients close 80K in deals with videos that got under 1,000 views. By the end, you'll have the complete blueprint to turn your YouTube content into a client booking machine, even if your videos are getting under 100 views. All right, so let's get right into it. So first, we're going to start off with the hook structure. Obviously, that's like the number one part of your script other than your title, but that is for a separate video. There's two hook structures that you can use. Just pick whichever one feels right, and both work for any niche. So first is the bold claim. You're going to start your hook with a bold claim, then social proof, then payoff, and then a dream resolved without major pain point. And an example of this is I made one of my clients 35K with 2 YouTube videos. Here's the 2 videos that landed him 7 clients. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that books 5K deals on autopilot. By the end, you'll have the complete blueprint to close high ticket clients through YouTube. So the first opening line I made one of my clients 35K with two YouTube videos. That is your bold claim. Then you have the social proof, which is like, I'm actually going to show you the 2 videos, which is a very, I would highly recommend that you do that with your videos. You want to show what you're talking about live on screen. And then in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that books 5K deals on autopilot. By the end, that is a payoff, and then some more payoff without the dream result without the major pain point. So this hook is straight to the point. There's no bullshit. It's all results driven. And you're calling out exactly what they came for. And then you're backing it up with proof with like a picture, a testimonial with like good editing styles that like show exactly what it is you're talking about. And then this one is more like if you want to do like a super B2B, like straight into the results, like just talk about the video, this is what you want to do. Keep it short and simple. But you can use the other one for B2B as well. And you can use this for B2C. It really depends on you. You got to test it out for yourself, which one your audience likes more. And then for the second one, it's relatable. So you're going to relate to your viewer, and then you're going to hit them the social proof, and then payoff, and then dream result without major pain point. So an example of this is you're grinding for remote closing jobs and haven't gotten a single interview after sending 50 plus applications, but my community members are landing 80K plus offers within weeks, even as beginners. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact resume template that's landed 38 of my members' high-paying remote closing positions, including George, who jumped into my community, did exactly as I told him, and earned over 200K his first year as a remote closer. By the end of this video, you'll have the complete blueprint to craft a resume that gets hiring managers chasing you. So you start off with the relation, right? So like you're literally talking about their exact struggle. And then you're hitting them with some social proof, like my community members are landing 80K deals. And then it's also like giving them some payoff as well, because it's like, even if you're a beginner, like you could still do this, kind of identifying them a little bit. And then as the payoff is like, in this video, I'm going to show you the exact resume template. And then there's a little bit more social proof here just to throw it in. And then, the dream is all without the major pain point. And then, so this one hits different because you're actually relating to their pain first. Like you're hitting them at the level in the stage of like what position they're in. And then you're showing them that there's a better way and that it's not as hard as they think. If you use like real names and real numbers of like the clients that you're talking about in it as well, it'll make your hooks it'll make this kind of hook like way more believable. And it actually like builds trust with the audience that you have watching the video. So most coaches get the hooks right, but then they waste hours scripting, filming, and editing themselves instead of having a system that actually handles it for them, which is why they stay stuck at 50 views, 30 views, 100 views. And that's also more to do with like average view duration and all that, but I'll get into that in another video. Pretty much you want your hook to hook them in, and then you want to like retain them and keep them watching the video for longer than a minute or 2 minutes. You want them to be watching for like 50% of the time. By the way, if you're watching this and thinking to yourself, like, I don't have the time to script this, film, edit it, or optimize these videos myself, I totally get it. That's exactly why I built a done-for-you social sales system that handles everything from scripting to ideation to lead generation, so you can focus on closing deals and not really have to worry about YouTube. All you have to do is record for 30 minutes a week. That's it. We guarantee 20 to 50 calls every single month, or you don't pay a cent. If you want to learn more, click the first link in the description and book a call with me. But if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, keep watching. I'm going to show you exactly how. So now we have the body structure. And this is the part where most people kill their videos. Everything is scripted word for word, and you sound like a robot that is just reading off of a script. No personality, no authenticity, but there is structure. But you wanna mix them in 50-50. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to write bullet points instead of full sentences. You're gonna want to bring out your expertise without sounding stiff. And you just got to remember that bullets are going to remind you what to talk about, not what to say. You don't want to sound like some robot that is just reading word for word off of a teleprompter with no actual brain. and no thoughts behind the words that you're saying. So this is an example of like a bad kind of script that you could write for yourself, a bad bullet, body structure. Like the first step in creating a high converting YouTube thumbnail is to optimize your thumbnail. You should use high contrast colors and make sure your face is visible in the thumbnail. This will increase your click-through rate significantly. A human being is not going to say that. That's a fact. Like a human isn't going to say what that just said. It's not what you're thinking. It's not what you want to say. It's just something that you wrote that doesn't actually sound how you talk, which is bad. And then a good body structure, which is in bullet points, is like you have your overlying section, which is thumbnail optimization. And then you're going to talk like, hi. So then you read it and you're like high contrast colors, show examples. And then, so you're going to be like, so when you want to make your thumbnails, they should have high contrast colors. Like you should be having bright colors in the background and then colors like on what you're wearing, and the text should all contrast to make the thumbnail itself stand out. You want everything to kind of like pop out and not be the same. You want it to look and seem like it's a movie poster when you're looking at it. And then you want to like show examples like on screen when you're actually doing it. That's what that's for, the bullet. And then so you want your face to be visible, showing emotion. You don't want to just be sitting there like looking like you have bags under your eyes and looking like you're tired, unless that's like the video that you're doing. But if this is sales kind of content, you're going to want to show like, if it's results, you want to be like smiling. If it's something that's really hard that like someone has to fix right away, you kind of want to be like sad a little bit. You know, you want your face to spark curiosity in the thumbnail. This doesn't really matter, but like you get the point. Like you don't want to sit there and just read off of the script. You want to actually use your brain, like how I just did just now. It sounds way more authentic. It actually is you using your expertise. And that's why people are coming to the videos and watching you specifically, because they want to know how you think and what you think like. That's how you're going to close your viewers. So you see the difference? So the bullets let you talk naturally and drop your knowledge without sounding scripted, without sounding like a robot. And then when you're recording, all you have to do is really just like glance over at the bullets and then talk naturally about each one. That's it. The next section we have, which is the secret weapon that most creators don't use, that's the mid-body CTA. So why this works is because 60 to 70% of your viewers aren't going to make it to the end of your videos, which means you're going to be losing your clients by only having an end CTA. If you're only targeting them with your offer at the end, there's chances are they're not even going to know what you sell or what you do or how they can actually move forward, because people are busy and they don't have time to just be like watching a full video, which is why your first few videos, another key tip, should be only like 6 to 8 minutes long, something that's easily digestible and solves a problem right away. So here's where you place it. You're going to have your hook, and then you're going to have your first value drop, which is like your first section. And then right after that, your mid-body CTA should be there right after the first value drop. So about 30% of the way into the video. Let's say it's like a 12 to 15 minute video. You're going to want to put your CTA anywhere from like 3 to 5 minutes in. So when it comes to the mid-body CTA, you're going to want to address their objection, present the solution, and then give an option to keep watching. So an example of this would be, by the way, if you're thinking, I don't have the budget to hire someone, I get it. That's why we offer payment plans starting at $500 a month. Click the link in the description to see if you qualify. But if you want to build this yourself, keep watching. I'm breaking down the rest of the system right now. And then you just kind of like pivot over to your next section. You want to keep it natural, conversational, and don't make it feel like an ad. You just want to be chill about it and just tell them what you do and tell them like what they can do, and then just move on and keep going with the video. So part 4, the final part of your scripts, is going to be your outro. You want it to be short and direct, and here's how the framework is going to go. You're going to have your CTA, like you're actually going to like tell them exactly what to do. You don't want to do a recap, because if you do a recap, they're going to be like, oh, the video's over, click off. You don't want to do that. Hit them with your CTA right away. And then you're going to give them 2 options, and then you're going to handle any objections that they have at the end of it. An example, which this is a little long, you don't have to make them this long. If you want us to handle all the scripting, filming, editing, thumbnails, lead generation, click the first link and book a call. We guarantee 10 to 30 qualified calls per month, or you don't pay a cent. If you got 2 options, spend the next 6 months figuring this out yourself, or work with a team that's done this for dozens of clients. If you're not already booking 5K plus clients from YouTube, you need help. Click the link, book the call, and let's get around. So an example would be something like, if you want us to handle all this for you, click the first link and book a call. We guarantee 10 to 30 qualified calls per month, or you don't pay a cent. You've got 2 options. Spend the next 6 months figuring this out yourself, or work with a team that's done this for dozens of clients. If you're not already booking 5K plus clients from YouTube on autopilot, you need help. Click the link, book the call, and let's get you there. Thanks for watching. Peace. That's the most simple outro you could do. You have your CTA right at the beginning, so you hit them with your offer, kind of keeps them engaged, right? And then you have you've got two options. Spend the next 6 months figuring this out yourself. That is your two options right there. And then at the end, you just have like an objection. So you're kind of addressing exactly like what they're going through and what's wrong with them. Like if they're not booking calls, like if they're not getting X result, they have a problem. So they should click the link and book a call and like actually solve that problem. And then at the end, it's just like a signature. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more YouTube gold, etc. You know, that's pretty much it. If you want us to handle your entire YouTube client acquisition flow, click the first link in the description to book a call with us. We guarantee 20 to 50 calls every single month, or you don't pay a cent. Click the link, book a call, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and peace.